Hi, everybody. I am Andra Annette, and I am here with my good friend and co-host CJC Boy. And this is Branches of Prosperity. I asked CJ if she wanted to talk to about tonight because usually we don't stage anything. We just kind of pick a topic and go live, right? Um, we're talking about branching out today. So, in my professional life, I am a nurse, I am a holistic practitioner, a leaky gut thyroid, and weight loss expert. And CJ, tell the audience a little bit about yourself.
In my professional life, I am on a mission to help every woman that comes into contact with me feel empowered to really break out and say fuck yes to everything, the money, the lifestyle, the helping, the support, everything. I just want every single person that comes into contact with me to feel like I can do this too. So
I think that's a beautiful way to be, too. So, when you think about branching out, I don't know what that means for you, but like, I feel like my circle is growing because I'm growing. I'm more open to different people that I'm inviting in as friends, things like that. I feel like some of the people that I've been consistent with are kind of stagnant in their own life,
yeah.
and maybe they don't understand what I'm doing or what I'm building, um, but I feel like I need to be more in line with the people that know what I want to build and that, or maybe have those aspirations for themselves too. Like on my profile on Facebook, I have the consistent same 5 people every day that show up just to say good morning to me.
Yep.
And that makes me feel really good. Like I'm not surprised that they're there, right?
Right.
But I have people that I know that have been online with me forever and they don't ever show up to say hello to me. And I say, well, then maybe they're not aligned with who I am anymore, right? But
Yeah.
there are people out there that want the same things I do, and they're like I beep to my own drum. I don't pay attention to what's going on online and oh you need this product and you need that. I don't pay attention to any of that shit. I could care less what's working for other people. I know what I want to accomplish, and I go for that. So what is it like for you to be in a place where you feel out of alignment with people that are in your world now, where you want to grow and you feel like you got to move?
For me, it's like those people when I first started in the online space that I aligned with, it's like they lit me up. It was kind of like the train wreck, like, oh my God, she's saying this, it's taboo, and I can't look, but oh my God, I have to see what she's doing. And I literally would go online every morning and search for her to find out what she was saying because I was like, she's lit up, she's excited, she's building this life. And I thought that that's what I wanted at the time. And now it's like I just literally today cut ties with 3 of the communities that are in my online space with the business that I started originally with. And it's like a weight off your shoulders, like oh my gosh, what is going to come now? Because I don't want to continue to do the same things that I was doing, not getting the results that I desire. And then having people say, well, just stay the course, trust the process. That's bullshit. I want to up level. I want to be able to be in a space where I can prove to women you can do this, you can break out of your mold, you can stop doing the same thing that just because it's familiar, it's all that you've ever known. That's why women stay in relationships that don't light them up anymore. That's why women stay in friend groups that they had in high school because it's familiar, and it's
Yeah.
that pity party, that woe is me bullshit. And it's like, no, what do you really want? And it's a matter of going, okay, this is what you're creating and I see you and it's working for you, but I want something bigger than that. And just really for me, I'm understanding that I've been playing so small. Like I want to create something massive and huge and impactful. And when I leave this earth, I want people to go, God, there's a hole where she left, because I want to be able to impact that many people. And I think it's just really important to like self-reflect and go, okay, is this really serving me? Am I being able to give anything to this community? And if I'm not feeling like I'm stepping up and leading, I'm still waiting for somebody to take me by the hand, show me how it's done, put the parameters on around me, what I could do. I could stay in a job and do that. I don't want to be in a community where I'm not challenged. Yes, I want people to celebrate me. Yes, I want people to say you're doing a good job, but I also want people to go, okay, bitch, You're not doing what you need to do. Step up, step into the leadership. And I want to feel challenged. And so my challenge for myself today was cutting ties with those people and those communities that I feel like they're not serving me and I'm not giving my best to them because I've given everything that they can receive. And so for me to, burn the bridges, burn the boats, and flatten that playing ground and be like, okay, now you get to pave a new path, a new way, and surround yourself with so many more people that are going to really encourage you to break out of your shell and get going. That's next level.
I am in such agreement with you, and I feel like if we stay in those circles, we're doing ourselves a disservice, and this is why, right? Because a lot of people think that their way is the best way, especially if they're selling products and services out there. And then if you just stick with it long enough, it has to
Yeah.
work for you. But if you are not aligned with that product, even if you are aligned with that product, but it's a hard sell, or you sometimes you need other products and services to offer to people that are at different levels, because not everybody's at that level, right? So I mean, I don't only sell $10,000 courses, right? I sell $7, ebooks, right? Because I think that it's we're doing ourselves a disservice when we say, well, I'll only work with high achieving women, or I'll only work with people who do this, because then we might not be serving the people we're really here to serve, right? And that is women, right? So it doesn't matter if they're high achieving or they're just starting out. We might be the hands up that they need, right?
Right.
And
And
and and
I think for me it's one of those things like, I want to serve women at the best level that I can. If I stay in that group of women where there's, catfighting about who's the leader and who's the most powerful and who's created the thing, I'm not allowed to be the leader that I need to be to show women, okay, if CJ can do it, I can do it too. So for me, that's the whole thing. It's not a one size fits all package. It's the whole package. Like you said, you don't just sell $10,000 coaching programs. You have the $7 because not everybody's in the same space. Not everybody's in the same level. Not everybody wants the same thing, but there's people out there pushing, you know, I have what you need. How do you know what I need if we never have a conversation? And I can't have conversations with different people if I'm staying stagnant and surrounding myself with the same people day in, day out.
I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that's I think you're doing yourself a service by I don't know the cutting ties. Like I'm not going to cut ties with those people. I just won't put my attention in those places. Every time I look at my inbox, there's people in there thinking they have exactly what I need. Not a
Right.
single clue knows what I need. They
Right.
don't know who I am. They don't know what I'm working on. They don't know what's important to me, why it's important to me. So how can they serve me? Right? Because they're not out for genuine connection. So those people won't get my time, right?
Right.
I was just on a call with someone else, and I was telling her that I was in the zone today. I, it's rare that we write a list of things. We all have that to-do list. I always do mine the night before I go to bed, and then in the morning I go over it in my head and I say, okay, I'll allow this time for this time for this, and this time for this. And today I got all of those things done, and I felt like I was on fire, and that I could have done 10 more things, and I'm actually
That's
going to
awesome.
finish up one more before I go to sleep tonight, right? And the only common denominator I find that when I'm more in that zone and more aligned to what I am is when I'm not online, right? When I'm just focusing on what's important to me, and I'm not wasting my time in those conversations with people who don't want to, who are so busy fighting about stuff between themselves. I don't have time for those fights. Uh,
Right.
you know, I really don't. You want to be the leader over there? Go ahead, go lead.
Knock yourself out.
I have fun, right? But I
Exactly.
need this, and I've decided that this and this doesn't align, right? And that's how you have to approach things, because some people have big dreams, and they don't put in any of those actions. I see you out there every day putting in those actions and doing the thing, and it can't help but get you to where, I mean, the only outcome is that you will get to where you want. And then if you're anything like me, and I know you are, you will find a new goal, right?
Yep,
So, oh, I made $1 million. Okay, let's go for two. Um, so it's because we can't help the people we really want to help. You and I talked about food banks. We've talked about, so many other things that we really want to help people with, and we can't do that without making that money, right?
exactly.
Nobody's gonna come along and say, "Hey, look out below!" Here comes. So
Exactly.
here he comes. Go do that thing. So we have to pave our own paths, and we do have to be aligned with who we are. So I think people can understand where we're coming from. So we're gonna make this short today. And CJ, any last words on what we're talking about?
I just, I just want everybody to understand that it's not a my way or the highway. It's not a one size fits all. It's about really figuring out what you want to do. Because let's be honest, not everybody wants to, go out and create a program to help homeless vets, to help stop soldier suicide. That's something that's very near and dear to my heart because I come from a military family. I come from a space where I've had several friends who didn't know how to acclimate back into civilian world and they've taken their own lives. I want to be able to help build some support system to stop that, and it's ridiculous if I were to say every person that I come into contact with wants to join my business and they want to come and work with me and do, build that program. And I think it's just really important for us to take time and self-reflect daily. Like, did I really give my best today to the people that I want to help? Did I really give my best today for myself to create the things that I say that I want to do and to really be honest and integrity with what we're doing? Like you said, you see me out there doing it. For a long time in the online space, I was like, oh, I have a business. I'm scrolling through Facebook. I'm doing this. I wasn't doing the things to build a business. And then I was angry with myself because you're never going to get to where you want if you're not willing to put the time and investment into building what you want. And like you said, there's no handouts, nothing's handed to you, nothing's going to come on a silver platter. If you want to create something that has a legacy and a lasting impact, you have to be the person that you need to be to create that. So it's just a matter of like owning your shit and doing what you say you want to do and then taking the action that's going to get you to where you want to go and making sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who can help you do that.
We're gonna leave it. CJ just said a mouthful. So we're gonna leave it on that note, okay? And I want to thank you for joining us today. These are our opinions. We're not out here telling you how to live your life. But these things are working for us. And sometimes it's just about asking yourself, like CJ said, what's important to me? And then, grabbing the bull by the horns and getting out there and doing it. So we hope you're having a great day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.